My name is Nolene Glasgow. I was at the march on Saturday. I've been at all the marches. I'm very fierce about this fighting for our children's futures and our great-grandchildren's futures. So I was here and I saw this great big police contingent, and it was quite interesting, like why, for children and women and children. And as I was watching them, they started to attack Des, and they were kicking him, and I ran towards them to protect my friend. And then they started attacking a gentleman with his child, and his child was crying, like hysterical. So I went to go and all I did was go in front of the child and say, "There's a child there," and they hit me, and they heard my voice. They knew I was a woman, and they beat me with a baton. Two of them came from with a shield, and the one guy came behind with a baton. They hit me. My eye is now healing. Thank goodness I have an immune system, but it was bleeding on the day, and it's cost me a week, 2 weeks of work. But that's not the point. The point is that they had no right to hit a woman, and I didn't antagonize anybody. I was just protecting a child, which is what most women should have been doing. That's my statement.
Hi everyone, my name is Jared Petzer. I was attending the Peace Walk on Saturday. That was organised by a whole bunch of people. Nobody really knows who organised it, but that's irrelevant. So from our turn of events, what happened was we started on a very peaceful walk. There was about maybe 60 to 70 people that joined us along the stroll on the promenade. Along the way here at certain intersections, the police came out and said, you can continue with your peaceful protest. We don't have an issue with that, but put your mask on. And most people walk past that. There's a regulation that says you're not allowed to wear a mask when you're in some form of a protest for identification purposes. So most of the people ignored that. They again came through at the second section. Police tried to barricade everybody off again, but we walked past, and then they sort of started gathering their forces down towards that section over there. But they had a lot of riot police. They probably had about 70 or 80 riot police. It was a massive contingent. There was almost more police than there were us. And it's quite interesting because they were telling us to carry on with our peaceful protest, but while they were doing that, they were actually lining up and getting the squads ready. We were standing over here just talking. We weren't paying any attention to the police. In fact, I was busy speaking, and I was doing a live feed, and I was showing that the elderly were with us, there were children with us, there were women with us. It was a very peaceful gathering. And we were just talking about the fact that we're not here to intimidate the police, we're not here to fight or to riot, we're just minding our own business, and we're in our constitutional rights. And then from what I saw, the police started moving their way forward, and when I looked up, there was a boy that was holding his child, and a cop launched that in. The father put his arm out. As he put his arm out, they went for him. The kid went tumbling to the ground. He got hit with a riot shield, and then a whole bunch of people proceeded to go in to try and help the kid. And an elderly woman got hit. There was another lady that you might have seen just now in the video. She got hit as well. A friend of mine got hit. His wife got smashed. The shield got smashed over the back of her. There was an old man that got pepper sprayed in the face. And this was all completely unprovoked. And while the police were doing that, they were saying, "We are your friendly police. Do not antagonize the police. We are your friendly police. Carry on with your peaceful protest." While they were busy doing this, so it was quite ironic. On the one side they're beating the crap out of us, on the other side they're telling us that they're friendly police and they're not here to harm us, and then we must carry on with our peaceful protest after they'd beaten a lot of people. So that was it from our account. It was completely unprovoked. It was a peaceful gathering of people just walking, expressing their freedoms, and it wasn't even an anti-vax get-together. It was a pro-choice get-together. People just standing up to hang on to their independent rights, the individual rights and liberties. So I don't see how the police could have warranted that action, and was completely unnecessary. That's it.
Hi, my name is Yard Parker. I was at Sea Point at the promenade when I was ambushed by two police officers. One's name was Lundi. There was basically an unlawful arrest that has happened, where a guy was arrested with his dog. I tried to go in and save the dog when these two cops approached me, and I lifted my hands to show them that I'm in peace, and I gave my back, but basically pointed my back towards them, and the two of them basically hit me with a baton on my back, on my waist, and on my arm, and and from there it just escalated to words, but and that was basically my scenario, where they ambushed me from behind.
I'm Lauren Evanthea Bernardo. I'm the founder of the Organic Community Movement, and I was here at Sea Point on Saturday. I was not part of the march at all. In fact, I was here to meet with one of our candidates for the elections. The candidate stays here in Sea Point, and we saw some of our members in the march. I said hi to some of them, and then at some point during the day, just after the crowd finished singing "Don't Worry, Be Happy," the police started storming at a peaceful gathering. And what I witnessed as I kind of walked diagonally through the crowd, and I witnessed the police, specifically 2 policemen, beat 2 ladies with a baton, 2 ladies that were probably in their 60s. The one lady fell to the ground and I helped her up, and as I helped her up, one of the policemen pushed me with their shield. Then I realized it was probably a good idea to get out of here, so I walked over to the railing, and when I walked over to the railing, minding my own business, 3 policemen, if you can call them that, riot police, stormed at me and attacked me with batons and with their shield. They actually successfully broke a shield while hitting me. And unfortunately, none of the policemen had name tags on. They were dressed in riot gear. And that's something I don't understand, because the crowd that was gathered were peaceful. They posed no direct threat to themselves, to the public, or to the police. But riot police were called to disperse the crowd for absolutely no reason. No one posed a threat to anyone, no one posed any harm. And the police, it seems to me that they were operating outside normal protocol, and they need to answer for that.
I'm Debbie Owls. I am from Stop Farm Murders and People vs. State. I was here with some of the people that joined me at the march on Saturday. Sorry guys, I'm in heavy pain at the moment as I'm standing here. And what happened was we were walking peacefully. There were not even 40 people, and there was no speeches done, there was no nothing. We were just mingling, doing our thing, and we were on the grass and all over. People were walking, and Des was taking videos of everything, the police, where they're standing over there. And then all of a sudden I see Des running, and then I see the 3 cops running behind him, and I shouted, "Hey!" I'm sure you could hear it on the video, my big back. But anyway, I tried to help him, and then I also saw them pinning a child with a shield to the ground. And as I approached that, 3 guys came from behind and punched me with a shield that I fell on my knees. My knees are bruised. And then as I got up, they started hitting me with a baton on my back. And I fell back on my knees again. And then I got up again, and I see them hitting Nolene, because Nolene is right in front of the I was standing on the left side of her, she's standing on the right, and we were trying to get the boy away, but the cops just carried on. And the more they're shouting, "Carry on with your peaceful march," the more they're mooring us. So I don't understand why they did that. I'm very angry. I get emotional every time I talk about it, because it was women. It was elderly women, and it was children being beaten up by the police, and it was not necessary for them to do this. And I am disgusted with the police, and I'm disgusted with the lady from the Sea Point police department that stood hands folded and watched while they were hitting the woman and the children. The police is a disgrace. I have no respect for them whatsoever anymore. I've always stood up for them. I've always fought for them. But since Saturday, if you touch the elderly and the children, you are touching me.
That's right.
I can be crippled now, but I will fight, and I will get better, and I will make sure that this never happens again. And I see you on Saturday. Sharp.